Thank you guys for coming. Those of you that came, I appreciate you guys. I put a lot into this. Thank y'all. So I wrote a speech for everybody so you guys know what I'm about and who I am. So as a community member and a candidate for Rochester City School District, I put on this event to allow parents and young adults and adolescents to know the programs that are on in their community, in our community. We have In-Principle Solutions, who helps young kids up to age 24 get their own job in printing and teaches them. We also have Devin Bay here with his apprentice, who does hair cutting, and he has an apprentice job. We also have Miss Rosa here with Marvelous Minds Academy, who has a drop in childcare. She'll also be up here speaking. And I just want to let you guys know, I appreciate everyone coming to share their business and letting the community know. My overall vision is to create an education that will benefit all involved, especially the students and the parents. We're constantly left out in the making of any curriculum, any decisions that they make within the school district, and I want to make that change. They also must be college ready when they're leaving school. We don't have that. Our kids are not college ready. They're not ready for a career. They're not ready to enter our world outside of the education system, and I'm here to change that. I'm here to help create a democracy within our school system that the kids run. I'm here to bring back BSG, or student government, back into our schools, bringing back our extracurricular activities that we do not have, that Title I pays for. All these programs that are speaking here today, RCSD has an obligation according to Title I to help these programs and get them into our school buildings. I will be fighting to do that. Another thing, our community be educated and enriched from the household to the schoolhouses to the parks. That is my fight. My fight is to not only educate your children, but also educate you and let you know what programs you guys have as well. I want to create a system that dismantles the school-to-prison pipeline that government helps to create. My vision for RCSD is to be one that includes apprenticeships and leaves our young people, again, ready for real life outside of the education system. That means plumbing jobs, union jobs, apprenticeship jobs, anything of that nature that is not college bound. All of our children don't want to go to college, so let's make that effort to make sure they have an outlet to go into. Right on. Unity amongst our neighbors and our neighborhood. Our city is in turmoil. We are hurting. We are enraged, not only at RPD. How do you spell murderers?
RPD.
All right now, so we're not just mad at RPD. We're also mad at our community members that are insisting on harming each other. Let's make that change, and I want to start within the school district. The SROs are out of our buildings. Let's keep them that way. But we need parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles to be accountable as well for their children and their behavior. My mission in life is to build, educate, rise, and restore. You guys are going to hear this from me countless times again, because it takes a community. It takes all of us to rise our children up to greatness. Any day I want to give up, I always think of my kids and your kids, because at the end of the day they need someone like me to fight for them, and who cares about fighting for them, not just fighting for the money that's lying in their pockets. This part-time job that they're saying is part-time is not part-time for me. This is a lifestyle. This is what I do. This is how I live. So this will be a full-time job. I will be dedicated to all my parents and all my students. Those 14 schools that I will be over, you will see me there twice a month at least. Hopefully I can get me an office within one of those buildings, two of those buildings, and I'll be there more than that. This is nationally, locally, and globally. We have to come together and get our kids situated for the real life. I believe I'm a qualified candidate for the school board for many reasons, okay? I take much pride in being a devoted mother, a devoted advocate, a devoted humanitarian, and a supporter of social justices and all. This includes our lost, our slain, our mothers who are hurting, our fathers who are hurting, our brothers, our sisters, our cousins. I'm here for you. You guys can reach out to me anytime, any place. My number is not local, but I'll give it to you guys anyway. It's 404-552-2489. I'm an open book. I'm always there to help. If it's an emergency, I will be there. For you, your child, your grandchild, I'm there. If it's education-wise, you need tutoring, I'm there. I tutor parents and adults Mondays and Tuesdays, and I help kids navigate through Zoom Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Also, I will be helping out Mr. Ricks with the MIBG mentoring and inspiring boys and girls throughout the summer with his ELA program. He teaches from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's also a great program for your children from ages 6 to 16. I take pride in what I do. Like I said, I'm an educator. I'm a mother. This is who I am. I believe that not only my professional background, but my personal background makes me qualified in this campaign as a school board candidate. Even outside of school settings, I'm an educator. I believe, and my campaign agrees, that the education should be obtained through the power of creating bridges through community and understanding, not just the education system. Now, what does that mean? Let me tell you what that means. That means when I come outside of the school building, I want to see a program or a black-owned business saying, hey kids, I got this for you, let's go. I'll be the one to bridge you to the RCSD school building. So you have programs you have for the kids, hit me up, we're getting them in there, we're going to fight for it, we have the money, $300 billion is the budget. It is not $1.49 million, okay? We got a little bit of stimulus money, which was $300 million. That's what we got. Our budget is now $300 billion, and I will make sure that not only parents, but children are included. I was at a rally with Team Empowerment recently, and a lot of the kids, they want their extracurricular activity, they want their gym, they want their dance classes, they want their bands, and we aren't providing that to them. Title I funding absolutely ensures that these children have these programs that we do not have. So I want to ensure that that is done. For years, board members have said the state needed to fully fund schools. Once on the board, I will ensure the district uses the influx of money from COVID relief packages to identify and find ways for long-term sustainability of priorities. I will do this by creating self-sustainable programs like school-funded positions. That means I will be creating jobs within the school building for our children. Okay? Remember we used to clap erasers? I used to get paid $1 to go clap erasers for my teachers. So, you know, stuff like that. We have the funding, so why not do it? This is how we influx and we get our community back to where we need it to go. Also, by creating more safe spaces, providing teachers with tools to be able to create a learning-inducing environment. That means the classroom will have technology and the proper funds to decorate their rooms with proper material to create safe and comfortable learning environments. The board can stay focused on student achievement by simply carrying on the job that they have to do. By doing my job, I will do that. Staying in the know, ensuring we are not spending over the budget, and being mindful of the services our parents and students need. Making sure that we have our Binti workers, making sure we have our social workers, making sure we have our intervention workers, our therapists, our counselors, because I don't know if your parents, you know, but our counselors in school are not therapists. Our counselors in school are to make sure your child gets the right classes and right courses to get them prepared for school. We need better counselors for our school. They are not doing their job. I want to foster students' individual abilities, their individual talents. I want them to hone and know who they are so they can be out of this world, out of this school district and into the world knowing who they are. That is the point. That is how we know what career we are good for, by knowing who we are. Our teachers are not doing that. We need better teachers. I do not believe in the No Student Left Behind Act. I apologize, but this is a detriment to our society. This is a program that says if your child failed this class, they can still pass on to the next grade, which means they are pushing our kids out of school before they are ready. Unacceptable. We will make sure that we have after-school enrichment programs, tutoring services within the school time. We have extended learning hours. That is the point of these times. Every high school student should be having a study hall. 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, they should have those. We should be having scouts. Why don't we have scouts? We don't have sports in all of our schools. My top priority is that. Getting our curriculum together, getting our schools their staff, and getting our extracurricular activities and our sports into our schools. This is how we get college funding, guys. I won't lie. I had 3 scholarships for track, and I didn't take them. I also had a scholarship to Notre Dame, and it was a scholarship for academics. I didn't take any of the full rides because I didn't know better, and I went with the full name. I went with the name. I shouldn't have done that. So guys, let's think about it. We want to be preparing our kids to go for the colleges that accept them and that are funding them, not colleges because of the name. I say all that to say this. I don't want us to give up. As a community, as a whole, as an individual, as a parent, we have to make it for our children. If we don't, who will? They are assassinating us through our character by killing off our men, our women, and our children. They are arresting us, they are pepper spraying us. I know this is more so the humanitarian side of me talking, but it starts in the home, it starts in our school buildings. It starts with the self-talk that our children give to them. Let's teach our kids the right self-talk so they have the right talk to each other. The state monitor has suggested the district reconsider its boundaries for schools and how the schools are configured. Per se, Dr. Leslie Myers, this is not an exact quote, but close to it. The state monitor did not provide us with suggestions. These are mandatory recommendations that must be achieved. I am all for changing how our schools are leveled. So, with that being said, they are obligated to fix all of the problems that are in our district. And I feel that the levels in our schools are being hashed together to further disappropriate us and disenfranchise us, and we need to change that. My suggestions, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm taking advice and suggestions from all parents, all children, even kindergartners. Let me know what you want to know. This is how I think it should go. All the EPK and kindergartens should be in the same building. Grades 1 through 3, same building. 4 through 6, same building. 7 through 9, same building. These are the kids that are preparing for high school, preparing for those sports, preparing for these programs, the debate club, the chess club, things of that nature. 10th, 11th, and 12th, these are the kids that are studying for the SAT. Our kids should be grouped together. These neighboring schools, how about neighboring classrooms, neighboring buildings? Let's get our kids into the environment that they need to. Their kids aren't going to school twice a week or online all day. They've been in school this entire time. So let's get our schools back open. Leslie Myers Smalls is for that. She's fighting for that. She's having summer school for our kids. So let's do that. And let's remember, she came into our district when we was already in turmoil. She's one person, and we have to help her. Students 10 to 12 should be almost ready to begin their career path in vocational studies, entrepreneurial endeavors, college, and/or into a union with the company. These students should be prepared and focus on their life after school in order to be conducive and productive, successful citizens of community. By breaking our schools down, we can focus on the children and their emotional well-being much easier. The development is simple. Stages are easily recognized and should be respected. 1 through 3 should also